Hey guys, I am Malya, an aspiring data analyst. In this video, I want to talk about one of my project, that is Atliq Hardware sales report. I have created an interactive dashboard by using Microsoft Power BI, Power Query, and data cleaning by using MySQL server. So here I wanted to showcase my technical skills about this data analysis project. If you're also someone who just want to create a project, this video is also for you guys also. And without any further talking, let's get into the video. So to start the project, go to the browser and search for the GitHub. Open the GitHub and in the search section, search for my profile. In the search section, you can search for THRITIONLY, Dhriti only. Click on the enter and go to the user section over here. You can find one user and here is my profile. I'll also be giving my profile link in the description section below. You can check that out from there also. And here is the pin comment at the first Atliq Hardware DA sales. So yeah, here you can find the readme file. The Atliq Hardware is currently experiencing and declining sales and challenges with their sales data utilization. To address the issue, they have bought a data analyst team. As a member of this team, I've undertaken comprehensive analysis, data cleaning and sorting using MySQL, ensure data accuracy and consistency. An ETL extract transform load process was implemented to prepare the data for analysis. Finally, an interactive dashboard was created using Power BI to visualize key sales trends and identify underlying problems. The multi-faced approach aims to uncover the root causes of declining market and provide actionable solution for Atliq Hardware. So yeah, here is the dashboard and also the link of the dataset and the Power BI file, that is in .pbix, and also how to install the MySQL link will be also given over here, and also how to install the Power BI link will be also available over here. I have also created two videos regarding how to install the Power BI and MySQL. You can check that out. Once they are uploaded, they will be updated on here. Again, go back to the main problem, that is the Atliq Hardware sales report creation. So first thing first, you have to download this two file, that is the sales data.sql and the Atliq Hardware dd.pbix. So this is the final Power BI report. I just downloaded both the files, but again I want to start it from the scratch, so just download the sales data.sql. Here is the download option. If you click the download option, the download will start. I've already downloaded. Here's my file. So now let's get directly into the MySQL workbench. Open up the MySQL workbench. I'm creating a new connection. Okay, so we made it a name through Atliq Hardware. Click on OK. Open. Use the password, use the default password that I've set for MySQL. Click enter. And here, now to load the dataset, you have to go into the server data import. Okay, so import from self-contained file. Click over there. Now choose the location where the file is over there. Here you can see it's saved on the desktop, the SQL text file, the sales data. Select the option import progress and click the option start import, and it will start the importing all the files that is contained on the .sql format. Okay, so let's go to the schemas and let's refresh the schemas, and yeah, as you can see, the sales is already over the schema section. So yeah, all the table has already come. So let's just open one table and see if it is working perfectly fine or not. And yes, as you can see, the tables are already loaded, and all the tables can be shown like this. And if you want to increase the font, just press the control and scroll bar to increase the font of your text editor. Okay, so yeah, all of the data is loaded on MySQL. Now for any data analysis project, it is very crucial to first inspect your data and to found any missing values, null values, or any other or any other problems in your data set. You have to find it from by just clicking on the by checking the dataset manually one by one. So first let's check all the tables and found if there is any issues with the dataset or even during the import that is occurred in the data also. So from the very basic inspection of our data set, from the let's just the customer data set, select 1000 rows, and as you can see, it's showing the data set from over there. As you can see, there is only two type of the customer type, that is brick and mortar and that is e-commerce, and there are customer name and customer code over here. So let's just directly go to the date section. In the date section, as you can see, there are date, cy, date, year, month name, and date, year, month. So in date, year, month, there is no year over there, as you can see. So there is something wrong input format. I've seen the month name is fine, the year is fine, the cy date is also fine. The date, I think it is a duplicate column, as you can see. So there is a duplicate column and there is some missing values on this column. So okay, so note each and every point. It will help you to create the, it will help to data cleaning process much more efficient. Let's check the markets data. So in the markets data, as you can see, there are three zones: the south, central, and north. And there is the market code. The south market code is 001, the central 002 and 003. And I guess the market code is from the basis of the market name or the city name, like Chennai, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Delhi, Kanpur, Hyderabad. And also I find there's two value called New York and Paris. I think the Atliq Hardware might have some business in some time with New York and Paris, but for this analysis, we don't need this New York and Paris section over there, because we are analyzing this data set just for the Indian market only. So now let's check the product section. So in the product section, there is nothing much. There's product code, product type, own brand, and distribution. So there is only two type in the product type section. Okay. One thing that you might consider is that in the product code section, there is a POROD 049. So yeah, there is also int and str format. So you can convert it to the str format for your ease of analysis. You can check the transactions. It is the biggest, I guess, data set among the other tables. This is the biggest table among the other. Again, there is a sales amount in -1, which is not possible. The sales amount is not be -1. And above the first inspection, it looks good, but I feel there are some null values. Yeah, there is also some null values present in this data set. So we have to clean all of those null values. I will do all of this stuff in the Power Query. I'm just inspecting basics from here. So now also look for some basics data inspection using MySQL. Okay, so there are a lot of tabs open. It will take a lot of resources. Let me just close one by one and open up this query one. Okay, so let me just write my first query. Select count all from transactions. Okay, so sorry, so no database has been selected. So first I have to select the database. So you can just click over there and let's just set it to the default schema, so we don't need to select the database each and every time. So click on the enter, and as you can see, it's showing the transaction count is, it's around 15 lakhs. So yeah, there's a lot of transaction data is over there. So let's also check how much data is present on the customers. So there is around 38 customers on this sales data set. Also check the products. So there is around 279 products. Okay. Also now also check the transactions again. So select distinct currency from transactions. Okay, so as you can see, there are two INR showing and two USD showing. So first of all, the USD must have to be converted into INR for integrated result, because the USD and INR is both different currency, and I don't know why there is two INR is showing over there. So there might be some issues in the formatting. So to check the formatting correctly, all you have to do is click the copy row and just paste it. It's showing INR, and again select copy row and press the V, and it's showing INR/R. So /R means there are empty spaces on data entry, so there is a wrong from the database side. So we need to check that out, that which value is correct, which value has the more value, or both of them have the proportion 50-50, that 50% have INR, 50% and INR, and space in with it. So to check that how much data is with INR and INR/R, so select, we again have to modify the command a little bit. So select all, select all select all from transactions where currency is equals to control C, control V. Okay, so let's just see the /R at first, control X. So let's just see this one at first. Okay, so yeah, clear it up and control enter. Okay, so it's showing. Okay, so I have to just know the count, use the count function, again control enter. As you can see, it's showing pretty big amount actually, 1,50,000. So let's do the same for the INR only. It's saying 279. So most of the data, it is actually good data, is from INR/R, not in INR. So either we can convert them to the INR or INR/R, or we can remove the INR directly from our data set. Let's just check the same for the USD also. USD, it's showing 2, and for USD, okay, so it's showing this 2 value. So I think USD is not that much more important as of now. Okay, now checking the count for the USD/R also. So yeah, it's also showing 2. So yeah, the USD values are not that much important also, because the maximum value is in INR, I'm sorry, in INR/R. So yeah, this is some of the most important insights that I got from the MySQL. So now let's just check the transaction column again. As you can see, this is the transactions table. So most of the important, I guess, the main data set, the main table from this data set is this transaction table, because there is most of the data, most of the important data I can find on this in this table. So as you can see, let's just also open up the date table. Yeah, the date table is also over there. It's also showing case the year. So the basic inspection has done. So now let's connect this database to the Power BI and clean up the data, basically do the ETL process in the Power BI. So let's just directly go into the Power BI desktop. Now in Power BI, select the option get data and go to the more, then go to the database, select MySQL database and click on connect. So the server is local host and the database we're using is the sales. Click on OK. Sometimes it might ask for password. So if it asks for password, go to the database option, and if it's showing username should be root and password would be your MySQL password. Again, it's not showing me password right now, so again I can select all the tables. As you can see, the preview is loading, it's taking too much time. Okay, so click on the option transform data. So here we are going to enter into the Power Query editor, where we will do our ETL. So here is the Power Query editor. As you can see in the left hand side, there is the queries. I mean, there is the tables. All the tables are mentioned over here. And I hope you already keep the previous notes, what are the issues in the data set, you have noted it down. Now we are going to use those point and fix one by one using in the Power Query editor. You can do the same thing in Microsoft Excel, but I feel the Power Query editor is much more convenient, because again you have to import the data to the Excel again, then you have to import the data to the Power BI. I think it's way much more simpler option to use the Power Query editor. Power Query editor is much more like an Excel, but it has some special advanced feature we will discover. So let's just go with one by one. Now in the view section of the Power Query editor, there is an option called column quality. So it is showing the valid, error and empty. Again there is option column profile, so it will show the count, error, empty, distinct value, unique value, empty string, min, max. And in the column distribution, it is also showing the distinct and unique values. So two distinct and unique. So there are no error, no null values. As you can see, that is empty 0. So check the customer name, no nothing over there, it's customer type. So what we are seeing on the MySQL server, we have to just check it manually, but in the Power Query editor we just have those option. It directly shows us if there is a null value, if there's an error or not, and if there is a unique value or not. We don't have to each time we don't have to use the SQL commands to check if there is a unique value, what, how much, distinct value, unique value, min, max, more, medium. It's also present is in the Power BI. Okay, so also go into the date column. Let's check. So there is distinct, unique, everything is looking good as of now. So the formatting is as we all know, the formatting is not correct. As you can see, it's date ATI 1 month, but it's showing 17 June. There is no year. Go to the markets. There is 17, 15 unique, 4 distinct, 0 unique. There is no null values. Go to the products column, select a column. Okay, so there is no null value. Min, max, it's also shown. Product type, 2 distinct to unique, there is no error as of now. Go to the sales transaction. Yeah, this is the biggest data set, the biggest table. It will be fun to check the data set. Select this column. As you can see, there is no empty value. 0, it's showing 0. Order date, sales quantity, sales amount. As you can see in the sales amount, it's showing -1, which is pretty unusual. There shouldn't be any -1 over here. Let's go to the currency. As you can see, the currency is showing minimum, maximum, INR, USD. So moreover, we need to do the vast transformation on the sales transaction table. So let's start it one by one to transform the sales transaction table. So just unselect all of this. It will take not much more resources. So yeah, at first we need to filter out the -1 and 0. So deselect both of them and click on OK. And now there is -1 and 0 has been removed from the sales amount. Let's also check the sales quantity if there is any 0 over there. No, so there is no 0. Okay. And in the currency there is 2 options. There is 4 options, as we can see, the INR, USD. So let's just select the first INR and the first USD. Just see how much value. There's 277 rows, so I guess these are this much. This is the smaller data. This is the small data, because in previous count we have seen 150,000 data records over this column. So these are. Now select the second INR and second USD and click on OK. And as you can see, 999 plus rows. That means this is the most of the data that you can find right now. So either we can remove those data, or we can convert those data to the one. I'm choosing to remove those data because there is not too much. So I'm choosing the second option, INR and USD, and click on OK. So in the applied step section, we can edit and rename the section over here. Okay, so there's some issues. Hold on. So we need to rename it to the remove 0 and -1. Click on enter. And also we can rename it to remove INR and USD. Okay, so those steps are recorded one by one as I applied step section. Now we need to normalize the currency column because there is a USD and INR. Before normalizing the currency, we have to check the formatting of the USD and INR. In the previous MySQL, you have to remember that the INR is INR/R and the USD is USD/R. There might be some misspelling or there is space into data entry, so this error occurs sometimes. So now we need to add a custom column. To add the custom column, as you can see in the add column, choose the conditional column, and as you can see, it's naming custom column. Choose normalized currency. So the column name should be currency operator equals to value. So as you can see, USD, 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 hashtag CR. Okay, the formatting is correct. The output would be 1, else would be 0. So now click on the OK. Something is wrong because the USD is also showing 0. There might be some formatting error. Yes, in the formula section, as you can see, there's a formatting error. Remove the extra hashtag and click on the enter. Okay, so now as you can see, the normalized INR is showing 0 and the USD are showing 1. Now in the formula section, we can use the advanced formatting and just select over here. We don't need 1, we need sales amount into 85, converting it into INR, and else return sales amount and hit enter. And as you can see, all the currencies are converted. The USDs are converted into INR, and this is now normalized currency. The INR values are same, but the USD values are converted into INR. And let's just rename this thing normalized, rename it to the in the process currency. Okay, so the step is also done. Now the transformation is somehow it's complete. So go to the file and select the close and apply option. So now it's time to build the relationship or the schema in the Power BI. So let's just complete the load. Now before creating a schema, we have to know a certain knowledge about the schema. So there is 3 type of schema, as you can see in the notes. There is the flat, there is the star schema, and there is the snowflake schema. So both of the 3 other schema has their own advantages and disadvantages. I will try to upload this note on my GitHub. So follow my GitHub and also follow my LinkedIn, and for the more detailed notes about the schema. So now in the Power BI, we are going to build a star schema using the data modeling section on the Power BI. So let's just get into it. So here you can find the option model view. So click over the option, and as you can see, all of the tables are over there, and it's already connected with some table. As you can see, the product code is connected with the sales transaction product code and the customer names from the customer code, but there will be some other connections that we will do right now. Go to over here, just broaden a bit, show the connections. Yeah, the connections is now much more visible, and the here our market code, here is also market code. So let's just drag and drop into over here. It's showing connection one to many, single cross filter as a single, leave as it is, click on the save. It's working. Okay, so now its relationship is created, and again in the date column there's a CY date column and the date column date year month. So the CY date column is connected with the order date column. So again drag and drop it, order date column, as you can see, CY date column and the order date column is showing many to many. So the CY date, it's not, again let's just show the date column to the order date column. Yeah, it's going on, it's not showing many to many, it's showing one to many. So Yeah, there is some cardinality thing, many to many, and the single filtration is single. If you don't know about all of these things, just leave it as it is. So in the date section column, it's connected to the audit date. So click on the save, and as you can see, our star schema has already built. So this is the dimension table, the sales transaction, and these are all called flat table. So this is a topic from schema. So this is called dimension table, and these are all the flat table. So the relationship is already built. Now it's time for the visualization, which is the most interesting part in the Power BI. So in the visualization part, we have to go into the report view. So in the report view, as you can see, all the tables are over here. They are all normalized, they are all cleaned, they're all been checked. So now we are ready to build our first dashboard. Now let's click on the new measure. Okay, so as you can see, the new measure is created over here. So the measure one, be sum of sales transactions, sales amount. Hit enter. Now click it over here, drag it over here. As you can see, it's showing measure. It's in showing in the stacked bar chart. We have to select slicer. Yeah, to select the card option to get the total revenue. Okay, so again use the Control C and Control V. Again, there is another, it's coming over here. So it's another measure. Go over here, and as you can see, it's showing measure. It's also showing measure. So just rename it to the total revenue. Okay. Again, okay, so let's just delete it and create a new measure. So just name it as sales quantity. So sales quantity will be sum of sales transactions, sales quantity. Just put enter. So yeah, it's sales quantity. Drag and drop over here. By default, it's also in bar chart. Let's also select the card option. Yeah, perfectly fine. Also, we can change the background color in the format page option. So canvas background, it's showing white. I am choosing the yellow. No, it's actually wallpaper. So let's just select yellow, and yeah, wallpaper has been selected. Also, as you can see, we can use it to make it larger or smaller according to our preference. Just make it smaller, make it even. Yeah, they also look good. Color. Now let's just bring the sales transaction, sales market, sales date, total revenue. So let's just bring the total revenue part over here. It's showing total revenue. In the Y, it's showing total revenue, and in the X, let's just put the customer name over here. and select stacked bar chart, and yeah, it's total revenue by customer name. Okay, also we can choose the customer type over here and cross the customer name. As you can see, the brick and mortar having more than e-commerce. So I think also we can implement the customer code over there and just customer type. As you can see, the customer 006 has given me the maximum revenue, but let's just select the customer name in here, and yeah, it's showing the, if you select any of them, it shows the total revenue per each customer. So it's interactive also. If you just unselect all of them, it will show the overall percentage also. So now again, we can copy this column and paste it in the side. Okay, so in the x-axis, now use sales, and in the y-axis choose the customer. So it's total revenue per customer and it is total sales per customer. So there are two tables already been created, and as you can see, our dashboard already looks really good. As you can see, the customer name is showing customer, so there might be some error. Yeah, there's some error. So click it on rename, and customer name, we're working on it. As you can see, both of them are renamed accordingly, and you can slide all of these things over the sales quantity by customer name, sales quantity customer name. The name is not looking very good. Let's just select this thing. Go to this over here, go to the data label, go to the general title, so total revenue by customer name. Just remove the name and make it on the middle part. And yes, let's also select over there, go to the general title, sales quantity by customer name. Let's just remove the name part, horizontal element middle, select over here. Okay, so it's showing value in billion, sales quantity, total quantity. Okay, that's fine. Now let's put another table like sales date, okay. As you can see, there's year column. Let's just drag it over here, year column, and let's just use slicer. Yes, just use slicer, and the theme section slicer setting, slicer into tie, and this look much more cleaner. Just put it over here, make it a slight smaller. Okay, so now it's become the year-wise total revenue, year-wise sales quantity. So it's 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020. If you just unselect that, it will again show the overall. Do the same with the date. So it's showing here, now it's going to be the date. Again, it's showing this type. Select the slicer option and slicer setting option, drop down. It's not looking good that much. Vertical list, drop down all 17 even in 2017 quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3. Yeah, this looks not good, but it works slightly different. We just used so let's just delete this one. It's not working, looking good. Let's just drag date by month, and yeah, now let's just select the slicer option, and in the slicer option go to the slicer settings, select the tile. Now it's looking good. Let's just make it smaller, shrink a bit, but there, make it the same size. Now we can have 2017, and according to date by date we can select it will show the revenue, sales quantity, and other things. So just remove all of them. As you can see, all the 2017, 2018, 2020 data are already over there according to the date. Now we need to fix the formatting because it's showing 17 August, 17 August, 17 July. It's showing blank, as you can see. So there might be some formatting error over there. So let's just again go to the table view, select the sales date, select the date for a month. As you can see, the data type is here, is showing as a text. Fixed it as, format it as a date time. Date time, yes. So in the format, select MMM and YY, and enter. And now it's quite cleaned, and just click the refresh now, and it's looking quite neat and clean. So let's just go back to our data set, and now as you can see, everything is working fine, no issue whatsoever. Yes, now let's just bring the top customers. Let's just bring the top 5 customers over here. So again, Control C, Control V. Okay, so y-axis, where is the y-axis? Here we go to customer name. Yeah, the x-axis will be sales quantity, but I want the top 5 value. So in the filter section over here, top 5, and enter. Top 5 by revenue. So sales transaction, where is the revenue? Yeah, here is the total revenue. Now apply filter. As you can see, the total revenue has been given over here. It's also been sorted by top 5. Now we just need to select this stack bar chart. It's look good. So let's change the data because it's both of the data are related with customer. So let's just choose the market instead of the customer. Market's name instead of customer name. So just remove the customer name, and yeah, it's just showing the customer name. It's saying top 5 customer by revenue. Shrink it a bit, slightly smaller. Yeah, that looks good. Now Control C, Control V. Okay, so this, all right, again, come again, make it a smaller one, it also smaller there, slightly bigger. Yeah, now modify it. It's showing customer name, it's showing the top 5 customer name, but let's just go to the top 5 product name. So sales product, so product type, customer name, or we can say the product code. So the product code, and yeah, as you can see, it's showing the product code. So just remove the name over here, the general title. Let's just name it to the top 5 products, top 5 product, hit enter, and it will be renamed as top 5 customers by revenue. Hit enter. Okay, so that's also been done. And finally, let's create an revenue trend. So let's just drop the revenue. Here's the total revenue, and make it a line chart. Total revenue by year. So just make it a bit bigger. It's showing total revenue by year, quarter, month, and day, and we can also change this with date. Or let's just put the CY date over here. Yeah, that's looking good. So if we just click any of this, it will show the trend curve. But in 2020, as you can see, the most of the sales are going down. So this is the sales curve over here. So that's how I created my interactive dashboard of the Atliq Sales Hardware sales database. Finally, the dashboard is ready with the data, and in the next video I will try to cover another video about showcasing the data in front of stakeholders, because stakeholder will ask some of the questions. I will also try to answer all of those questions by collecting the questions from myself. I have to create the questions, I will give the answers by myself. And also but before completing it, there's another one thing that left, that is how to save this video, how to save this Power BI project. So go to the file option and save as. You can save it into the desktop, and as you can see, it's saving as the PBIX format. So they just save the at lick and just save it. So now the file has been saved, and you can successfully close the tab, and your tab is ready. So if you want to share this, you can use the publish option, but you need to have a corporate, you need to have a Power BI service on that, but that is another video required for how to publish this on the Power BI service for this. But you can also go to the export option and export it to the PDF, or you can export it to the Power BI template or the PBIX format. Export to the PDF, and in the PDF, if you export it to PDF, it will just look like a normal PDF. It will not be an interactive one, but let me just show you how the PDF will look like. Here is a PDF of that dashboard. It's not interactive, but it's looking good. I'd say it's looking good. You can get a basic overview about, but you can't select any of those options. But anyways, you can always share this PBIX file through GitHub or any other WhatsApp, any other way of sharing it, and you can have this. And anyways, you already have my GitHub profile. If you want the full and final data, full and final Power BI report, you can always check my GitHub account. The GitHub account link will be in the description of my YouTube channel. Now on this video, you can check that out. Here is the dashboard image that I've created. I just made some theme changes over here, but otherwise the data are basically the same. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you get the overview about my skills, and if you are not a recruiter, if you're a normal viewer, I hope you get a brief idea how to create this type of projects. And you can also create the project step by step according to the video timestamp. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace.